sweet little fun and simple layout today. So just starting with a piece of just paper from a notebook. You could use printer paper if you wanted. I just couldn't be bothered reaching for that. And I'm just cutting a heart shape. So I folded it in half so that I could have it, a symmetrical heart. Just cut it the way I'd like, and it's just going to sit right there in the middle. And that's going to be the start of the background. So I'm just going to use some washi tape and make it into a loop of tape so that it holds it down. If you had what's it called, like the non-permanent double-sided tape, it's got a name, removable maybe, reattachable. Anyway, if you had something like that, then use that, because the aim of the game is it's going to sit on there like a mask, and then I'm going to take it off so that it reveals my background. So I'm using the stamps, and I'm trying to decide what stamp I'd like to use to stamp around this heart, and I end up with the crosses, the X's. And I'm just going to use some black StazOn ink, and I'm just literally going around the shape, making it not all uniform, but making it smaller and thicker at different stages and around the heart all the way around, so that when I'm hoping that when I take away that heart paper, that it leaves this lovely little heart outline where the paper has covered the edges and made it look really lovely. I'm just really hopeful at this stage that I'm not wasting a cardstock, although I guess I could just turn it over and do something else on the back. But I am just, crossing my fingers that this works. I've seen people do it, not in a process video, but on, I've seen their layouts. And I'm going to just take the tape off and reveal. Ta-da! I'm so in my hands. I was so happy that it worked. So, because it looks really stunning and such a nice background, I'm trying to work out what photo I want. I don't want a huge 4x6, so I'm going to cut down this photo of my son and his dad and just make it much smaller so that it's not overwhelming and covering up too much of that heart. I want that to be able to be seen and enjoyed in all its glory, that's for sure. And I'm just going to work out how to embellish now. That's all the idea I had, was to do this stamped heart background, and the rest is just on the fly. Found this frame when I went and looked in my really useful box of the kit that I've got here, and this is a September Kitaholic kit, which has a lot of the crepe paper Willow Lane in it and some other extra goodness. So I'm using one of these frames just to add some dimension, but also some, it ties in with the heart frame as well that I've made with the stamp there, but it also just makes it pop off the background so that it's not lost, and I don't have to add a million paper layers either. So just using some wet glue, and I did squash it so much and move the photo after I glued it down that some glue got on the edges, so I'm just using a really thin brush and wiping that off, and that's where my photo is going to sit. Next, I've got to work out what I want to do in terms of a title and where I want that to go, and I thought this word cute goes so well with the background. I thought if I have a black and white and then just have this pop of pink, that it would work really sweetly. So that's going to sit up there, even though I did try it above and below the frame. I was thinking that I would just only have everything heavy around the photo and have no other cluster going on, but that definitely changes. I get the title to the left part of the heart, and then add a little bit of a cluster underneath of it as well. So yeah, apparently taking my sweet little time, and I'm just going to peel it off. Sometimes when you cut around the thickers or the chipboard or whatever you've got, it can be a bit trickier to pull it off the backing, but you can get there in the end with a little tiny bit of patience. So I really thought I wanted it so much that I tried it there and realised it needed to go up the top here. wasn't distracting from the background, and it just made your eyes settle to the top left and the bottom right, as well as going around the heart to have a look at it all. So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape because that photo is like against the background. It's not raised up, it's just the frame that is raised up. So it's easy to attach it to the background with the double-sided tape if you ever get it off the backing. Oh gosh, take 10 years, why don't you, woman? On it goes, and I pushed out some more glue. Seriously, I used too much wet glue on those frames. I did it with the other frame that I used as well, and I'm sure the other 2 frames that I've got left, I'm sure I'll do that as well. I'm sure I'm not going to learn my lesson. That would just be crazy. And then I knew it needed a bit more, but not like phenomenal amounts of goodness to be added to this layout. I wanted to keep it simple. Wanted to just, lightly embellish so that we could enjoy it. So there's these foam chipboard in the kit, and I thought because that word cute is already up on foam, that I'd pull off that foam and just have that word banner as a flat embellishment. And that's going to go there, and I'm going to put one of these clear stickers with the black words on it down on the bottom left of that's the bottom right actually, of the frame, and that's going to be my second cluster. And like I said, I don't want this to be overwhelmed with embellishments. I just want a little bit here and a little bit there, just to make your eyes move around the page, but also to the design to be appealing. I don't know what I was going to say before. Appealing is the word I was thinking of. So you can see it's a pretty quick video. I sped it up, but not phenomenal amount of speeding up. It really is just so simple. I don't know if everyone else seen them, but when this little craze of stamping around and having this outline kind of a shape started, there was so many layouts that were shared, and some awesome people made some awesome layouts and things like that. I looked at it and go, wow, that's a bit of fiddling around. That's a bit, I don't think I'll ever do that. That'll take some time. A bit too long for me to muck around on with one layout. And then when we got these stamps, I thought, oh, that would be really cool to do. And when I did it, I realised that actually it's so quick. If you're not, obviously take a bit longer if you were doing rainbow colours, stamping in rainbow colours, or, different things like that. But this, like you've seen, it literally took like a couple of minutes, not that long, to just stamp around the heart and then pull the heart off and reveal the outline. So while I've been babbling, we've just put on some hearts and some stars, some of the flat stickers, some of the puffy stickers, and just having a look at my really useful box there. And then I realised when I was looking that we have these thickers, and like I said in my unboxing, that it is very hard for me to use rainbow coloured thickers because I just can't get them to coordinate in a way that suits the look that my eye, and what makes me think that the creativity is right. And try to write the word so that it says so cute. I'm pulling out the pink ones and those kind of tones, but it just isn't working for me. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like the way it's sitting, so I then backfires on me, and I put away those alphabet thickers and leave them for another layout, hoping that I will get them on a layout, because I challenged myself in my unboxing to use them, seeing as I don't buy them or normally use them. So I just smushed some of the Distress Oxide of the pink colour onto the art page, and I just put in some water, and I'm using my little ink splatter brush to add some coloured splatters to the layout. So below the photo there, around the title, cute, and just joining the frame and the title embellishment together with a few splatters in between. So not much to it at all. That's pretty simple, and I hope you all go and try it, because it was so nice to pull back that heart piece of paper and find out what it looks like. I was just pleasantly surprised, and I hope that you all go and try it, not only because it's quite easy and fun and simple, but it is such a striking background to have going on. And it's just so delightful to make. So I'll catch you next time, and enjoy the close-ups and have a great day. Bye.